What should I do with the leftover short ribs? I don't want to cook it the same way that I did last time. And what should I do to save these? I got some fresh veggies and pasta here. And how about some Italian touch with roasted cherry tomato and basil? Would this one work with my Korean short ribs? And the answer is yes. I've done it before and I'm going to share my secret of making this pasta even more delicious. Short rib pappardelle. Let's begin. This one is the leftover from the sous vide short rib episode. And we're going to properly reheat this. Add about 2 tablespoons of the marinade. And add cold water to the pot just enough to cover the short ribs. And we're gonna put the lid on and reheat it on medium heat. I braised this for about 30 minutes. But if your leftover is from a braised, not the sous vide, then it's going to take much less time. The meat should be about fork tender. Now let's roast some cherry tomatoes. First, drizzle olive oil, season with salt, and toss these in a bowl. And we're going to roast these at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll do about 20-minute check. In the meantime, let's small dice some onions. And when the braised short ribs are cool enough to handle, you can pull out the bone. And you'll see this connective tissue surrounding the bone. Personally, I enjoy eating this part, but it might be a little bit chewy, so we'll just leave this out. So make a cut right above the part. Look at this juicy, tender meat. And for the rustic touch, we're going to pull the meat. When the cherry tomatoes are roasted, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. Add some torn basil leaves. And press the juice out of the tomatoes a little bit. And then mix them together. Tomatoes are already seasoned, so you don't have to add any more salt. Cook your pappardelle pasta in a salted boiling water. I always recommend reading the directions on the package. I cooked my pasta for 10 minutes. Get the pasta out of the boiling water and we're going to dress it with olive oil to prevent sticking. And for this recipe, I'm not going to use the pasta water. Now let's talk about the secret weapon for this recipe. It's Maggi Sauce. Well, based on my experience, Maggi Sauce makes everything more delicious. It adds like a little bit of a savory touch. And I'm going to mix this sauce with the chicken stock. Trust me, this combination works for many different dishes regardless of the cuisine. Western or Asian, pasta or soup, it's a game changer. Know what I'm saying? Okay, now let's make pasta. Start with short ribs on the pan. You're just simply reheating these. I just want to build a little bit of a crust on the outside. And add your diced onions, minced garlic, and sweat everything on low heat for about 2 minutes. You're adding onions and garlic to a hot pan, so make sure to keep this on low heat, otherwise it's going to burn very quickly. After sweating, you are going to add your magic liquid, Maggi plus chicken stock. Deglaze the pan and we're going to reduce it by half. This process will grab all the flavors on the pan and bring everything together. After reduction, 1 tablespoon of butter and emulsify the butter into a sauce consistency. Now let's add another flavor booster, roasted cherry tomatoes and basil. Mix everything with the sauce and it's already looking so good. Now let's add the pasta noodles and give these a nice coating. If you want more sauce, you can add more chicken stock, but for me personally, I don't like my pasta with too much sauce on it. This is a beauty and let's plate. We put pappardelle on the bottom. And on top of it, we're going to plate everything that's on the pan, including the sauce, tomatoes, and the short ribs. Garnish with smaller basil leaves and drizzle olive oil on top. The king of savory pasta, short rib pappardelle. Pretty cool stuff, right? If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe and notification bell, and I'll be back with more exciting recipes.